It's Zena, your best friend who loves horror. Hello! Guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about top mean girls in horror. And don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of those final girls in horror movies and horror series. But I really adore those mean girls too, because they're usually powerful, they're vengeful, and they're fashionable. Those are like the three things that I love. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my top 5. So the first mean girl that I'd like to talk about is Nancy Downs from the supernatural horror The Craft, 1996. A new girl starts hanging out with a trio of outcast teen girls who practice witchcraft, and they all soon conjure up various spells and curses against those who angered them. So I'm not trying to make up any type of excuse for Nancy, but she is a troubled girl, okay? She's just from the start, from the beginning of the movie, we see where she lived, and she just seems very unhappy with her home life, with her mother, with her stepfather, and so she kind of uses witchcraft kind of like as a cope, where it's like she's trying to make her life better. Once she gets that power, she becomes super power hungry. You just start to feel bad for her bullies, and they were the bullies. But the way she was treating them, it was out of control. Even outside of like the school setting, she actually caused her stepfather to have a heart attack and die.
Don't you ever hit me!
What the hell is that? Oh my god! Oh god!
Pig! Oh.
She made a kid fall out the window and die. She made one of her best friends believe that her family was dead. Is this not your friend? But then again, she never liked the girl Sarah, so. And then not only that, Nancy was always yelling, like all the time. Don't get me wrong, I'm always yelling, and we're about to get things cracking. Literally, her hair's still perfect. Like, tell me how. Tell me your secrets. She was always yelling, but Nancy like took it to extreme. Like,
Oh, he's sorry, he's sorry.
clearly, Nancy didn't really care about anybody else but herself. She really let the power get to her head, and yeah, then it kind of made her crazy. So yep, she's on the list. Next mean girl we're going to be talking about is Tree from Happy Death Day 2017. A college student named Tree must relive the day of her murder over and over again in a loop that will only end when she discovers the killer's identity. So the beginning of the movie, Tree is a mean sorority girl. She's someone where it's just like, okay, you really don't want to be her friend, you don't want to be her father, you don't want to be her boyfriend, you don't want to be her secret lover, you just don't want anything to do with the girl because she's just not pleasant to be around. But she really did win over my heart. Not because she was reliving her murder over and over again. I mean, that was terrible. God, can you imagine? But just the fact that where she really did change by the end of the movie, because she was reliving these moments over and over again, she started to see how awful she was. So just to give you an idea of what kind of person Tree was in the beginning of the movie, she was having an affair with her chemistry professor. She was vomiting pretzel chunks everywhere. She even decided to kiss her sorority sister's boyfriend in front of everybody. Like, people saw. It's like, girl, what are you doing? So again, at first, Tree was a cold-hearted person, someone who you didn't want to be around. But because all the things that she went through, and she was able to relive these moments and actually see what kind of person she was, she actually changed. She started to have compassion for other people. So next on the list, we have Dodger from Cry Wolf 2005. High school seniors at an expensive boarding school come face to face with terror and learn that nobody believes a liar, even when they're telling the truth. The worst type of mean girl, the one that pretends that she's not a mean girl, meaning Dodger. Dodger was pretty much the leader of these bored rich kids at this really fancy pants school. For some reason, they felt the need to listen to her. I don't know why. This girl was not only having an affair with her teacher, like, what's with these girls? But she also manipulated everybody. The whole school, the boy who really liked her, her father, and even speaking of her father worked at the school. He's a janitor at the school, but for some reason she wouldn't, like, she would never acknowledge him. You know, like she didn't acknowledge him. She wouldn't even say hi to him. Nobody really knew it was her father. Then on top of that, she's the one that decided to come up with this game with her friends called the lying game. The object of the game is to avoid suspicion, manipulate your friends, and eliminate your enemies. So let me just tell you guys something. If I knew an individual who liked playing games like that, and this is what this person came up with, there's no way that I'm going to trust this person. There's no way that you and I are going to be friends, associates, acquaintances, nothing. We are nothing. There's no reason for us to talk. I can't trust you. Dodger, she really is like the worst type of mean girl because she simply pretends that she's not. She acts like that side of her doesn't exist. And if you ever find out about it, it's true. Who's going to believe you? So next on the list, we're going to switch gears and we're going to be talking about Chanel Oberlin from Scream Queens 2015. On a college campus, a sorority becomes plagued by a serial killer who uses the university's Red Devil mascot as a disguise. In this series, we meet Chanel, the president over a sorority. This girl is just so ruthless and out of control. She's willing to step over anybody to get what she wants, including a serial killer. In the first and second season, Chanel is entitled, she's vain, and she's fabulous. Chanel totally belongs on this list because she literally is a mean girl and she enjoys it. She actually loves the fact that that's what kind of person she is. But I have to admit, she's very fabulous. In fact, all of the Chanels are fabulous. They're drenched in designer, couture, various shades of pastel. I mean, joy. Plus, Chanel's closet in the sorority house includes a 2-level walk-in closet, which is restocked each season by Chanel's godfather. Okay, so the last mean girl that we're going to be talking about, and I might get a little bit of pushback on this one, but hear me out. We're going to be talking about Angela from Night of the Demons, 1988. Teens party at an abandoned funeral parlor on Halloween night. When an evil force awakens, demonic spirits keep them from leaving and turn their gathering into a living hell. At first, Angela, she wasn't a mean girl. When she was human, she just seemed like she just wanted to have an awesome Halloween party. She wanted to play some spooky games, you know, dress up a little. Nothing wrong with that. She seemed like she would have been a good time. But when she became possessed by a demon, who just so happens to have wicked dance skills, and she has a taste for blood and torture. Angela becomes a mean girl when she becomes possessed. Next thing we know, okay, she's a demon and she's turning other people at the party into demons. She bit off a tongue. She's chasing people around. She's floating. There's fire on her fingers. Why are you burning your fingers off? Like, what? Not only that, but she just becomes like the demon leader, you know? Throughout the series, actually. It just becomes a thing. You know, in the first one, she turns into a demon. The second one, too late. She's already a demon. The third one, she's a demon. Then in the remake, she still becomes a demon. Again, human Angela, not a mean girl. Demon Angela, mean girl. Mean demon. Mean creature of the night. Alright guys, so that's my list of top mean girls in horror. As always, I'm interested in knowing who would be some of your favorite top mean girls. Feel free to comment below and let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Don't get me wrong, I'm always yelling, and we're about to get things cracking. Literally, her hair's still perfect. Like, tell me how. Tell me your secrets. What? Always yelling.